Well, from the forests and mountains of the Italian Alps, less than an hour's train ride from Bergamo brings you to Milan. This is the famous Milan Cathedral on the center square. So I am staying at what probably took about 30 minutes worth of transportation to get down here via train and subway. But I bought the 24-hour transportation pass, which was only €7. So the plan today is just to explore a little bit of the city. In Milan, this is the main square, and we'll hike about a little bit. It's a town with a ton of museums. Obviously the cathedral is the centerpiece here, and you can actually, I would assume, pay and then walk to the top so you can actually view it from up above. So that might be something to consider doing, see how much that is. But we'll hike around. This right here is a gigantic shopping mall. Name for this guy, Emanuele. The cathedral was started construction in the 1300s and took damn near 500 years to finish. Get over to the side of the Milan Cathedral and you get a real impressive view of just how big it is. It goes all the way back a damn near city block. It is €15 to go to the top. That's with elevator. You can also do it for €10 if you want to walk up. There is quite a line to get tickets though. You can make a reservation ahead, fast track I think. I did not do that. I don't know that I really want to go to the top of it. This guy's making some money down here. I saw for the first time in person the scam with the friendship bracelets right out here on the square. Some dude went up and slapped these little rainbow string bracelets on, and I walked past the girls. I said, he's a scammer. I said, he's gonna ask for money. And he's like, oh no, I'm not a scammer. And two girls just walked away, and he didn't get any money out of them. But I think if I didn't say anything, then he might have badgered them a little bit. Yeah, right off the subway. And after I took my first pictures, I started walking. I saw this guy with, he's got 1 million of these damn string bracelets you used to wear when you were a kid. And yeah, he'll put it on you and he'll ask you for, you know, €10 or €20. Give you some hard luck story. That dude right there in the white t-shirt with the black backpack, I told him, I said, go get a proper job, man. Go get a proper job. Yeah, hopefully I saved those girls a couple of dollars or a couple euros. I'm gonna walk through this mall over here and check it out. It's about 1 in the afternoon. Had a great breakfast this morning. Yeah, I won't say a great breakfast, a good breakfast at the hotel, the Best Western. Breakfast was included for me. I'm a Diamond Select member. Haha. It was nowhere near on the same level as the breakfast that I had in Malmo, Sweden a couple weeks ago. That thing was top-notch. This one was not bad. It was a good starter for the day. A little yogurt, muesli, had a piece of toast, a couple things of bacon, a little mini sausage, and 2 cappuccinos. Cappuccinos are probably the best part of the whole deal. Cappuccinos in Italy are really inexpensive, like €1.50 or €1.40. So not bad at all. Welcome to Milano, the gift shop there. Not near as crowded as I thought it would be here in Milan. Look at this place though. All the marble tiling. a lot of artwork, mosaics, even on the floor of a travel video I was watching before. This big glass dome here. And as soon as I said it wasn't crowded, I stepped in here. It's a ton of people in here. I'm always appreciative of people who just stop right in the middle, like there's nobody else around them. Airports notorious for that. People just stand and congregate with their group right in the middle of the right in the middle. Everybody's trying to walk to get to their gate. Selfish people. I feel like I'm in Las Vegas right now. That's what it feels like. Inside one of those indoor shopping malls, like the Venetian or Caesars, where they try to make everything look real. And this is the real thing, and I feel like I'm in a place that's not real. So yeah, some of the mosaics here on the floor, really pretty. She's posing for her Instagram. This is a tradition of spinning around on the testicle of the bull. It's supposed to bring you good luck. Looks like there's a long line for it. Pretty high-end shopping in here. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Fendi, Prada. You're going to want to have the credit card if you're going to do any shopping in Milan. Bricks Rizzoli. Get you a menu here. You're looking salads anywhere from 12 to 20 euro. How about mains? Meat and fish? It's not outrageous. Even a tomato and garlic pizza is only 9 euros. A margarita is 10. You of course would expect to pay more eating in a place like this, but that's not outrageous. You could have a pizza lunch and maybe a drink for probably under 20 euros. Old Mont Blanc. She's taking a picture of me, filming her. You ever wonder how many pictures you end up in as you travel around? The Da Vinci Museum. And I don't believe it has anything that's actually authentic. From what I read, I think it's just a museum of his life and photos of his works, but none of his actual works. Nice little park here in the center. Milan has some pretty blocky architecture. Of course, Italy is famous for its fountains all over the cities, as you can actually put your water bottle under and refill for free, because it is all filtered and clean and safe to drink. I think Rome has the most of them, but I've seen several around Bergamo and here in Milan today. All right, we'll continue exploring Milan on a summer afternoon. All right, we're looking at Sforzesco Castle. Built in the 1400s by the Duke of Milan at the time. Crazy what maps can tell you. This is just on the outskirts of Milan, so maybe 4 tram stops or 4 subway stops up on the subway. And I think it's attached to this big park that I was looking for and have found. Maybe the remnants of the moat down there. It hooks all the way back around. It's a pretty big complex. I'm assuming we can go into the middle of it. It says there's a plethora of museums scattered throughout. There's nobody out here charging. That's a good thing. Oh, first museum. Take a guided tour of the castle. Museum of Musical Instruments. Interesting. Art museum, castle museum. An aperitivo, 10 euros. There's old Leonardo da Vinci again. I'll walk into the center of it. I have no desire to take a tour. That just does not interest me. I'm not really in a museum mood. Pretty impressive tower. Turret. I think they're called turrets, right? Set their timer up for the picture. The Bona of Savoy Tower. All right. Not pretty impressive. Just about 2 miles maybe from the Milan Cathedral area. I think I'm going to go explore the park a little bit. Heating up though. I think we're at 90. The turtles are out getting a suntan. Good day for it, because damn, it's warmed up. Back up towards the castle there. This is Simplon Park. And that is the Arca Piece, the kind of the gate into the park and into the city. I think it's the Arca della Pace, maybe. I think that's correct. Nice little pleasant park here. You got the pond. Quite a few park benches sat out. Looks like a restaurant or something, like a big patio set up back here. I don't know if that's part of a hotel maybe. And I saw this big tower from up above by the castle. I'm not sure what. There's steps going up. I don't know if it's a tower that serves a purpose or if it's a tourism thing. I'm not certain. These big trees are really nice, provide some good shade. Quite a few little food trucks and beverage trucks set up. You got some exercise equipment. If you're inclined to go that route, come to the park, get your free workout in. Yeah, very pleasant park. I can see why it was recommended as a must-do if you're in the area. Always appreciate how you can find some nature just next to the city. And I think every town I've ever been in Europe. Got the boys on the mowers out right in front of the gate there. And I think that is the end of the park. So we'll walk through it and see if there's anything worthwhile on the other side. Over here we got, it's like a wall of some sort. Let's scatter the pigeons here as they're being fed. Oh, this goes back to another path. Okay. Quite a few folks out enjoying the park atmosphere today. Yeah, when the day started for me back late morning, it was maybe 80 degrees, quite comfortable with a nice breeze. That breeze has subsided somewhat since this morning. And the clouds that were earlier just above have all burned out, and now you're just basically a clear day. So pretty nice. Yeah, certainly worth walking all the way over here for. Looks a little bit like the gate in Berlin, the Brandenburg Gate, although I think that one's a little bit bigger. Still, nice sculpture work and art. Pretty cool. What's not cool is the weather here in Milan. Well, from the park area, about a 2.5 mile hike down to the canal zone of Milan. So I guess back in the ancient times, Milan used to be full of canals, kind of like Venice. But now there's only 2 left, and this is one of them. One canal is the Grand Canal, and there's another one that's, I'm not sure. So that's where I shot the last video from, about 10 seconds away. Across the street, this might be the Grande Canal right here. Goes all the way down. You got umbrellas that line each side. Different restaurants, ice cream, gelato, pizzerias, the whole deal. Looks like a little boat right there. I wonder if you can take a little boat cruise around. I don't know. I could see this being a pretty cool place to check out and explore. Basilica of Saint Estorio from the 400s. That's 1700 years old to you and I. This was the tower that was behind the canals. I said, you know, I gotta walk back and take a look at it, because if I sit down, I'm probably gonna want to have a beer. And if I have a beer, that might end my desire to walk around anymore. Pretty nice area. Kind of sits here in the midst of a park. Back there's which direction I walk through. See if there's any views on the opposite side here. And some walking today. Right at 16,000 steps, so about 8 to 8.5 miles. Oh yeah, I think that's back here. This is really pleasant. A little better view of the tower. And bright blue sky behind it. Pretty day here in Milan. I don't know if there's a charge to go inside, and I'm not sure where the entrance is. I didn't see one on the side where I came in from, so maybe on this side, if there is an entrance to it. Maybe not. I'm sure there is, but there you go. The multi-purpose basketball and football pitch. That deep three-point line. That's a 23-foot shot, not a 20. All right, I believe I'm going to head back towards the canals. Maybe find a little bit of lunch. That breakfast was good this morning, but now it's been about 7 hours. And some shade would be good. It is a warm one in Milan, if I haven't mentioned that 18 times already. All right, for food. Ghost town, there's nobody in here. And there's no toilets, I had to pee. And I've walked all the way through this cavernous station. My train's gonna leave in about 10 minutes. I left the main station and I was following along on my maps, and I went like one stop, and I think I'm going the wrong damn direction. So rather than continue on in the underground and try to figure it out, I jumped off. Was able to get a signal on my phone and realized, no, I was going the right way. So I've wasted about 25 minutes here. Get to see a whole new part of Milan. I'm in Lancetti, Lancetti, Lancetti. Very popular place with the locals, Lancetti. S2, that is me. Sforzesco, now delayed 3 minutes. Platform 3. It's the same damn train I was on 15 minutes ago. All right, I'm gonna head downstairs. There's a train coming in, but it's not mine. The old S5. S5. Sammy Cinco. S5. I will be going off of platform 3. This way. At Milano Lancetti. There's a couple of folks in here. Take off going the other direction. Milano Lancetti, a great place.